What do David and Kelly offer? $600. Making $600 is a joke. And if you send me and Reverend Warnock to the Senate, we will deliver the direct COVID relief, the $2,000 checks that people need right now so that families can stay in their homes and on their feet. See, Macon, we have to rebuild this economy now. And here's the bottom line. Here's why these races are so important. If Mitch McConnell and the Republicans control the Senate, they're going to try to do to Joe and Kamala exactly what they tried to do to President Obama. They will block this new administration's every effort just for the sake of exercising power. And we have too much good to do for the people to be paralyzed by partisan gridlock. Macon, we need to raise the minimum wage to $15 because an honest week's work shouldn't allow us just to barely survive. It should allow us to thrive. We need to expand the Pell Grant program so that every young Georgian can get a degree from a public college or an HBCU without taking on a penny of debt. We need to pass the most ambitious infrastructure and jobs and relief program in U.S. history, upgrade our public school facilities, upgrade transit and transportation to connect Macon with the rest of the state and our state with the rest of the American South. Make Georgia the #1 producer of clean energy in the American South, and America the #1 producer of clean energy in the world. We can do these things, Macon. But only with victory on Tuesday. Health, jobs, and justice for all the people. Let's talk about justice. Something that you may not know about me. My mother came to this country as an immigrant when she was 23 years old, alone as a young woman. It takes a lot of courage to uproot your life, move to the other side of the planet, alone at that age. And like millions of immigrants who have come to these shores, she came here because she believed in the ideas that this country stands for. Let me be real clear with you that that doesn't mean that she indulged some kind of fantasy about American history. You feel me, Commissioner? That doesn't mean that she didn't realize how much further this country had to go. That's why she became a young activist. My mother was marching in the streets for the Equal Rights Amendment when she was in her late 20s. She had me walking around the house wearing one of those ERA Now pins when I was 4 years old. And my mother became a citizen because she recognized that the ballot box is where we demand progress. She believed that this country was on a journey of progress, a journey toward fully realizing our founding ideals, equality in God's eyes, equal justice for all. And she became a citizen so that she could vote for progress, because Macon, only by voting will we secure progress. Only by voting will we continue to propel this country forward to higher and higher heights. Only by voting can we build the beloved community that Congressman Lewis taught us about. Only by voting can we secure equal justice for all. The 14th Amendment of our Constitution already guarantees equal protection under the law. But when Ahmaud Arbery is shot to death in broad daylight, in the street, on camera, and the local authorities look the other way because he's a young black man, that makes a mockery of equal justice for all. And so, Macon, we need to get out and vote to fight for a new Civil Rights Act that will secure equal justice for all, regardless of race and regardless of class, and to pass a new Voting Rights Act that will secure the sacred franchise and make voter suppression a federal crime. We have so much good to do, Macon. I want you to feel in your hearts the optimism that comes with the knowledge that we have the power to make history in just 3 days. We can set the tone for the next decade. Georgia voters can set the tone for the next decade of American history. We can turn the page on these last 4 years. We can elevate our eyes to the horizon and dream again about what's possible. Instead of being assaulted by the latest outrage, the daily scandal, we can envision a republic as great as we can dream. We don't have to accept that poverty or racism or violence are inevitable or necessary. We can dream about higher and higher heights, Macon. Are you ready to dream, Macon? Are you ready to work? Victory is there for the taking, Macon. We're on the cusp of making history. You can send me and Reverend Warnock to the U.S. Senate and send a message that will echo not just from coast to coast, but down the generations. Macon, you have the power to do that. Are you ready to work? Are you ready to knock on doors and call your neighbors? Are you ready to get out the vote? Say it with me, Macon. Say vote. Say vote. I love you. Let's do this. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.